Hey, I know Ring's in the chat. Hi, Ring. This is just a quick one. First of all, apologies. I'm not wearing any makeup. My hair's a mess. I jumped out the shower about 10 minutes ago. I have had a bitch of an afternoon and I just hit my limit with the self isolating and everything else with COVID-19. Um, and I wanted to say something honest and something fast about this while it was still raw, because if it wasn't for a few people on Twitter, on Facebook, who have been there for me in the last hour, I don't know where I would have ended up mentally. Now, that's not to say I was ever in any danger. I wasn't, absolutely wasn't. I don't want anyone thinking that. Um, But this is mainly me just saying thank you to those people who responded to that fucking rant of a blog post I put up. Um, Hi, Crit. Um, and to the people who were honest with me and straight with me and gave good advice. There's someone on Twitter, the Wield. I think it's Osman. Correct me if I'm wrong. I do think it's Osman. And the advice you gave, you really you pulled me back from the brink with that advice, just to set things down. Um, so yes, it is Osman. Oh, hi, Osman. Um, and I really just wanted to say thank you. And I felt like the only way I could really do that quickly and straight up was just going live. Um, there are other people as well. So people who messaged me after seeing that. I don't know if she's even gonna see this because I haven't sent her the link yet. She thinks I'm like just tidying myself up. Um, Emily, who I spoke to on Facebook, who and tagged in the tweet I shared out. Um, Again, your support was absolutely amazing. And I want to draw attention to the fact that in this time when the world is going to absolute utter fucking shit, human beings are reaching out to each other and all hell has broken loose. I have been mentally in a state. I'm tearing up again, look. And the fact that there are people out there who, in some cases, have interacted with me all but once. I'm looking at you, Osman, because seriously, you hero. Um, had the decency and had the humanity to reach out and to recognize probably what I didn't even recognize in myself about how deeply being locked in has been affecting me, until it just sort of hit me this afternoon. And, it just all this all at once. So I just want to say thank you to those people and to anyone who runs across this in a week's time, in 2 weeks' time, when you're in the position then that I'm in now, where you've been locked up in the same space for the best part of a fortnight and you're climbing the walls. There are people out there, and that matters. It matters to know that. Well, it matters to me, so I hope it matters to you. And you can tell this is totally unscripted and just off the cuff, can't you? Um, these people have saved me this afternoon. And if I can ever pass that on to anyone else, DM me, message me. I'm sure I'll find a way to add links to this afterwards. The one thing I've taken away from this afternoon is that however alone I felt, however completely unable to reach out to anyone, or however completely like no one could help, I felt I was wrong. And that's what depression does, because I suffer with depression. It tells you that no one can help and that nothing's ever going to get better and there's no way out of it. There is, and it's other people. So this is literally just like 5 minutes. It probably won't even last 10 minutes, but I just wanted to say thank you to those people, to reach out to anyone else who's in this mental state, and to just remind you that there are good people out there, and they are your friends, they are your family, and sometimes they are total strangers. And not to feel bad or to feel guilty or anything else about needing to reach out sometimes, because I really, really appreciate all the people who did that and who've helped me this afternoon. And I can only sincerely hope, and I'm repeating myself over and over now, I do this when I'm emotional. It's the post catharsis mushiness. Um, it was really cathartic to me to let that all out, but also to have people there who were smart enough to know to tell me not to let it overwhelm me. And I'm just gonna, Osman, you said something to me, and it is on a public thread, so I hope you don't mind me reading it out. Just because I feel like this is a message that needs to be shared out. And it's something you said when you said to me, that sort of really stuck. And you understand, I think, in a way, a lot of other people, or a lot of people won't understand what it's like to have something so intrinsic to who you are taken away from you. And for me, being able to get out and about is that, because of the depression and the battle I've had with it for years. And when you said to me, let it go because it's always there and you can pick it up later. But you said, and I'm going to read the tweet verbatim if I can find it. You either let it destroy you permanently so you can never pick the pieces back up again, no matter how hard you try, fighting and screaming and clawing along the way, or allow it to set in temporarily in places you want or need, knowing you have full control over it and you can eliminate and get rid of it at any time. And that got through to me because that's the situation I've been in. I am one of those. I fight and I scream and I battle, and I will go down screaming and fighting. If I'm going to go down, I'm going to go down swinging. But that bit of advice to just take a step back and breathe and let it wash over me a bit. I should know better. I know how to ride a motorcycle. I know you're supposed to lean into the curves, but thank you for saying that and for pinpointing what it was that I needed to hear in that way. Just thank you so much, because you were the main, especially coming from, as I said, someone who I don't know very well. I really appreciate you saying that. I've just seen Grumpy Old Dude jump into the chat. Hi, Grumpy Old Dude. This is just me having a bit of a sob fest. Not really. It's just me being sort of emotional and wanting to say thank you to everyone. And I really wanted to do that. And I'm not going to carry on wittering on because I've already wittered on for like 8.5 minutes. But just thank you, everyone, this entire community. I love you all to bits. And you've been so brilliant and accepting. And the fact that people reached out to me when I was in that state, it means the world. I cannot tell you how much that means. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to end the stream now and go wash my face again because I'm getting teary-eyed and mawkish. But take care. Be good. And if you can't be good, be careful.